Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today is a special one. We have a list of 20 Google translated Pokemon decks and Pokedex entries, and we have to guess what the Pokemon are. So let's begin. Alright, Pokedex entry number 1. The electrical energy produced... Alright, the Pokedex entry number 1. The electrical energy produced by the devices on either side of its body turns it into a powerful magnet. I want to say Magnemite. You guys can also play along in the comments too. Just comment down what Pokemon you think these Dex entries would... which Pokemon you think these Dex entries match up with. Alright, so I'm gonna guess Magnemite for that one. Alright, number 2. This happens when two balls collide. The board is waterproof. I don't know how to say the first bit of that without it sounding weird. Okay, two balls collide. I'm trying to think. So when I think of Pokemon and I think of balls, I think of Voltorb and Electrode because they're supposed to resemble Pokeballs. But then I also think of Amoonguss because the top of it also resembles a Pokeball. So I don't know, but I don't think it... Wait, now that I'm thinking about it, it might not have anything to do with balls. It might actually not have anything to do with balls. It could just be like the balls. Wait a second. Two balls collide. I think it's going to be random guess. This is probably going to... I don't know what to say, but two balls collide. Okay, maybe balls was a translation of something else. So two things colliding. Maybe colliding means combine? So... Alright, I'm gonna guess Matang. Because I'm thinking, because like... I know one of Matang's Dex entries, it says like... When two Beldum combine, a Matang is formed, or something like that. I don't know. Let me know if you... Comment down below what you guys think is. Alright. Number 3. Usually he hides in the water, naturally at the feet of his... Okay, what? This is such a weird translation. Okay, this is the weirdest one we've got. This is the weirdest one we've had so far. Usually he hides in the water, naturally at the feet of his animals. Move your ears horizontally and swim faster. I don't know what this would be. Hold on. Move your ears horizontally and swim faster. I've been playing Pokemon Yellow for quite some time. Well, not really, but I'm pretty certain. That's Wartortle. I don't know, it could be I'm guessing Wartortle. Anyway, let time flow. The smell which spreads for miles scares the Pokemon. I'm thinking smell and scaring Pokemon. I'm gonna say Stunky/Stuntank. Because it could be either of those two. Because those are the only two scary, smelly Pokemon I know. These artificial Pokemon are created using the latest technology. Possible outcomes. Artificial Pokemon, so thinking about Pokemon that were probably like created in like a lab of sorts. So we obviously have Mewtwo, but then if it was Mewtwo, it would have probably said something about like how it was created in a lab experiment. Now you think of it, artificial Pokemon. I'm thinking Porygon. Something in the Porygon line. I don't think it's the original Porygon. I'm thinking Porygon 2? I'm gonna go Porygon 2. Not Porygon and not Porygon Z. I'm going Porygon 2. Alright. The entire The entire chest is strengthened by strong arms. What is inside this shell is a mystery. I have no idea whatsoever what these are going to be. The only thing is that I could assume is shell. So shell mystery. I'm gonna guess fortress. I know it's a random guess, but I'm gonna guess fortress. A very smart Pokemon. He gets out of the plane by folding his wings. A very smart Pokemon. He gets out of the plane by folding his wings. I'm guessing it's going to be a very smart Pokemon, so I guess smart is supposed to be intelligent. Gets out of the plane, so I don't know. By folding its wings. I want to say Latios? I'm gonna guess Latios. He's heavily armed and it allows you to eat fruit and vegetables without any problem. He is heavily armed. Okay. It allows you to eat fruit and vegetables without any problem. Shieldon? I don't know anything. I'm just going with random Pokemon at the moment. The wings are covered with a mantle. Every time it flaps its wings, it emits a toxic substance. Okay, that's gonna be Venomoth for sure. It could be bar-free. It could be bar-free. It could be things. I don't know. Anyway, entry number 10. Do not eat during the day. Energy is stored in the background. Do not eat during the day. Energy is stored in the background. Energy is stored... Okay, let's forget about the first part of the sentence. Energy is stored in the background. Energy is stored in its bulb. Bulbasaur. I swear that's not Bulbasaur. I don't know what is. Anyway, number 11. It's called a jungle walk. If the head is too big, it will collapse. A jungle walk. Okay. I'm guessing Executor because jungle. I'm thinking in Executor. And I think the collapse is probably something to do with, I don't know, maybe the head's becoming execute. I don't know. Alright, Dex entry number 12. A small electric current flows through the cone and toss and roll. A small electric current flows through the cone and toss and roll. A small electric current flows through the cone. 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 A small electric current flows through its flows between its horns. And toss and roll, I don't know what that's gonna be, but I'm guessing Elekid. Because the two horns and the electricity. Avoid arguments wisely, but it can be counterproductive. Avoid arguments wisely, but it can be counterproductive. Pidgey? Because I know one of its dex entries is like, it tries to avoid conflict, but like, it will fight if it needs to, if it's like disturbed. Anyway, number 14. When you use your skills, you are the only Alpha Wave that can break the machine. Alpha Wave. What Pokemon have something to do with Alpha Waves? This is oddly specific. I'm trying to think of oddly specific Pokemon right now. Because now that the Alpha Wave... What if the Alpha Wave has nothing to do with it? No, the Alpha Wave's gotta have something to do with it, I swear. It's only 50 times, can't have... You guys didn't say anything. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, we're gonna try this later. Bye. Alright guys, we're back. Sorry, just had to think something went wrong. Anyway, when you use your skills, you are the only alpha wave that can break the machine. I'm guessing Alakazam. I want to say Alakazam. I'm not sure. Alakazam is the only thing I'm doing. Okay, burn, coal, and bark. If the Black Plague threatens, it fails. Burn, coal, and bark. If the Black Plague threatens, it fails. I'm gonna go Torkoal. It is covered in oil. It is very dangerous if the symptoms are similar. Muck. Imitate the movements of your enemies to confuse them. Imitate the movements of your enemies to confuse them. So don't waste time with strangers. Imitate the movements of your enemies to confuse them, okay? So don't waste time with strangers. Mime Jr.? I have no idea. This Pokemon is lucky. They have to eat special eggs. Chansey. No, Blissey. Because I think there's a dex where, eating its eggs makes, someone kind. Very lazy, but eat and sleep, which gradually changes and increases the circumference of the circle. Okay, we're getting we're getting mathematical here. Very lazy, but eat and sleep, which gradually changes and increases the circumference of the circle. Okay, we're getting very mathematical here. Very lazy, but eat and sleep. I'm focusing on that right now. Very lazy, but eat and sleep. So a Pokemon that's lazy, and all it does is eats and sleeps. Snorlax. Right? Snorlax is a lazy Pokemon, and it only eats and sleeps. It has to be Snorlax. You live on... Ooh. You live in your shell, and you are always on the attack. You live in your shell, and you are always on attack. You live in your shell. So, if I was a Pokemon... Alright, let's think about what Pokemon... Alright, let's think about this real quick. You live in your shell and you are always on the attack. So, okay, let's think. What Pokemon would I be if I lived in my shell and I was always on the attack? I'm thinking Squirtle. I don't know, Squirtle's the only thing flashing to my head in terms of shell Pokemon. Oh, what's that? Oh, we have a bonus. We have a bonus. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, what's the bonus? Mark your spot with a bushy tail. There are more than 5 different characters. Mark your spot with a bushy tail. Mark your spot with a bushy tail. Mark your spot with a bushy tail. It marks its territory with its tail. There are over 5,000 different marks. Smeagol. And that's the end of this crazy Pokemon Dex Entry translations. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.